In addition to all of the rhinestones, spots, and other jewels and other hardware that you can use to make fancy looking belts and other items of fashion, there's no end to the color schemes you can devise. By using the Tandy Cova color, the EcoFlow Gel Antique, and the highlight finishes, there's no limit to the colors and the looks that you can get. I'd like to make another belt now. In this belt, I'd like to use the Impressions embossed leather. Now, I have already painted this with the turquoise EcoFlow Cova color, but I think it's a little brighter than I would like it to be, so I'm going to use some of the brown EcoFlow highlight, and I'm going to apply it right over the Cova color. And notice I'm putting it on quite liberally, making sure it gets down in all the impressions. And then I will take a paper towel, fold it, and wipe. I'm only wiping off the surface so that it stays down in the depressions and stands out. I will continue. I do about 10 or 12 inches at a time, and then wipe it off immediately. After you've got most of it off, you can come back with a clean towel and remove a little bit more of it. If you want it to be a little bit lighter, you can apply some moisture to it and it will pick up a little bit more. You just keep working it until you get the look that you want. I'm pretty well satisfied with this one, so now we'll put it aside to dry. Please note now that I have put a nice lining on here of upholstery leather, and I have also used some Cova color on the edge. We're now ready to proceed with decorating this belt. For this one, I have decided to do a laced edge, so I'm going to take my wing divider and put a guideline in about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. Since I have decided to use the Florentine lace for the edge, I'm going to use the 5/32 inch wide angle chisel to punch my holes. And now you can see that I am using a buck stitch, and I will stitch down both sides of this belt. Please note I have cemented the two ends down on top of the belt, as you can see, and now I'm going to use some of the same cement, the leather weld. I'll put a liberal amount on the back of my billet, spread it around some with my finger, and then I will turn it over and cement it in place, as you can see. Nice thing about the leather weld, you can move it around. And then I will put a weight on it and allow it to dry. After my cement has dried, I would like to put some rivets on here to further secure the billet ends. And I'm going to do that with 3 medium-sized rivets. And of course we'll do this for both the buckle end and the tongue end. I have decided to put 4 gold and silver conchos on this belt, so I would like to show you that I marked it on the back 4 different places, and I will use my drive punch to punch all the way through from the back to the front. We will do this for all 4 conchos. Then it's just a matter of fastening the conchos on with the screws that are provided. I have decided to add some nickel spots to my belt, so I will use the hand press to do that. It's a lot easier than doing them by hand. I have made some marks on my belt where I want to locate each of these. And now I'm putting in some additional spots of a little smaller size, and I'm putting in some additional rows. You can do this any way you want. As you can see, we're getting a pretty nice pattern here now. This is what our belt looks like to this point, and I think I would like to add some more flash to this belt. To add more sparkle to my project, I'm going to use some of the high quality crystals as you see here, and I'm going to cement those to the tops of the rivets. Now it's just a matter of putting a drop of glue onto the back of the crystal and place it on top. Now I will add a crystal to the top of the rivets. I just put a small amount of the glue and drop the crystal on top of it. I will do the same thing to the top of this concho. Very small amount of the cement, and drop it right on top. Make sure you get it right the first time, because this glue dries very fast. And there we have attached our buckle keeper, and we attached a tip also on the other end, and we have attached also some of the high quality crystals to these pieces of hardware.